All right, for lesson 12, you're going to be learning a little bit about JavaScript. It's just an introduction. We basically have a textbook assignment. There is no lab assignment because you're going to be incorporating JavaScript into your final project. This little block at the top basically outlines everything that's due between now and the end of the semester. So you kind of get the game plan in your head about what we need to get done. So we have a JavaScript lecture, and then we'll take a look at CSS custom properties and ChatGPT. ChatGPT is can be used for starter code. It works pretty good for that. You will have to modify any code that you generate with ChatGPT. It's not going to give you a final product, but I do kind of show you how to do that. And because it's a tool, that's how I look at it. It's a tool that we can use to give us a starter document. Okay? And people out in industry are using it. They're using it for starter code, but they're also using it for problem solving. I know people that will copy and paste a code. They're running into a coding problem and they can't figure it out. They actually copy the code and paste it into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will actually give them an idea of where to look. So it's a tool that we can use to help us. As far as what is due at the end of this week, your textbook assignment will be due. You need to register at Certiport for your certification exam. This just involves getting a username and a password. You don't have to do anything beyond that. And then we have our last exam in this course, and you'll be working on your term project. The term project is not due until the 28th. And that is also when your final showcase is due. And then you'll have the rest of the week to review everyone's and do your peer reviews. The Gmetrics practice test for the certification is due on the 28th. And then that whole following week, you can take the exam. You will also be able to take the exam usually, and I haven't gotten the schedule yet, but how that works is they will have the test run from like Tuesday the 23rd through Thursday the 2nd. And usually that last day is for retakes only. Okay, so that's usually what they do. Like I said, I haven't gotten the schedule yet, but when I get it, I will post it. So you should plan on being done with the certification exam. If you have to do a retake, then that would be on the 2nd. As far as what else you need to do, there's a GitHub and an ePortfolio assignment. I made those due at the end, the very last day of the semester, along with your peer reviews. Okay, so this week, our focus is on JavaScript. So there is a lecture demo for that. And then I've also got one just teaching you a little bit about what CSS properties are. It's just a little different way of writing your CSS. Some students find it easier. If you don't think that it's easier, I'm not going to make you do it. But if you would like to do it, you can. I just want to throw it out there as an option. ChatGPT is something that is, I think it's pretty useful. You know, here I used it. This is what I entered. Okay, and this is what it created. And I did not modify it just so you can see what it gave me. So I asked for a drop-down menu. It gave me one here, but I obviously don't like how this menu is. It's vertical. I would rather have had it horizontal, but you know, it does a pretty good job. And you can see I would have to make modifications, but you know, overall it did a decent job. Okay, and so here is, I asked it for some JavaScript, which you may want to do, so you can incorporate it into your final project. So I've got an example of what it did there. Here I've got JavaScript pull down menu and another example. Okay, so you can play around with that. And if you want to use it to put the JavaScript in your final project, that's perfectly fine. The textbook assignment deals with JavaScript. So there are videos that'll walk you through, and you'll be doing several short pages just to kind of introduce you to how JavaScript works. And then you will also be creating your Certiport account. Now, if you have a Certiport account, you need to log in and do a screenshot so that I know you know how to log in. Because when you go to take your exam, you have to log in with your username and password. So if you don't have an account, you need to create one and you need to remember the username and password. And if you do have an account, log in. Either way, you're going to have to give me a screenshot. That's what you need to submit, and I will give you points for doing it. Okay, and let's see. Here is the last exam, and you will be able to take this 3 different times. Keep in mind that each time you take it, there's a section of the text or the test that are retrieving questions randomly. So 23 of the 32 questions are randomly retrieved, so they're not going to be the same every time, but the other 9 are on every exam. Okay, so you'll have some that are random, some that are not, but you do have the option of taking it 3 times and it will take your highest score. Okay, so again, the directions for the final project that we went through in the last video are here again. I definitely recommend going through this checklist to make sure you've got everything. And anything that, you're not sure of what you want to do, go ahead and try ChatGPT. So I have a couple different videos that hopefully will give you some ideas on how to add JavaScript into your projects if you are at a loss for how to do that. Okay, so watch those videos and hopefully it'll give you some ideas. If you run into any problems or if you have questions this week, please let me know. And again, the things that are due at the end of the week are the textbook assignment, the Certiport registration, so the screenshot, and the second exam.